I know one outlet that doesn't protect black people, and it's these BS black blogs. You know, your shade rooms, your Hollywood Unlocked, your spiritual words, or all of that stuff. A lot of these black media outlets do absolutely nothing to protect black people. And I understand in a clickbait world, you got to do what you got to do to make your money. But my goodness, if you're posing as a media outlet, you're supposed to be spreading the good word. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be mad at the shade room, right? Because the shade room tells me what they are. Maybe I shouldn't be mad at Hollywood Unlocked, right? Because again, you're telling me who you are. You're trying to unlock Hollywood. I think it's just the spiritual word that really gets to me because they're not spiritual. And but you see these blogs, right? And they talk about how they're just gonna. You see how they try to highlight the good stuff in the black community, and then they do so much filth. Hot or not, are you here for this? No, I don't care. Get this out of my face. like like and when stuff like this happens, right? When you have like a mass murder, then you have them reporting on it. Okay, report the news, let us know what we need to know. And then having like these strong political based opinions, and I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe you have range, maybe you do, most of us don't. We have our lanes. And I'm like what are we doing here? Because very little I see on those pages present my people in a positive light. I mean, sure, it's funny to watch them throw heels at each other on Jocelyn's Cabaret or whatever the hell they do there. Like, it's entertaining, but it's also marginalizing our people. I mean, hell, I found out about Black Lives Matter and their shady business through the black blogs. Thanks for reporting the news. Thank you. But then I go, what's your agenda here? There are many, many, many different nonprofits who launder money. All right. They take their donations, they feed their people, whether they put them on payroll because you need money to get people to do work, whether they pay these consulting fees. People cover money, hide it, play with it, and through nonprofits. That is a thing. But I think when you report on Black Lives Matter and like the house. I found out about the multi-million dollar house from the blogs. And now I'm seeing that people are getting paid hundreds of thousands up to millions of dollars because of their personal relationships with people. I go, that's business. That's business. I mean, if Nike, Adidas, named the NFL, the NBA can capitalize off of black hurt and white guilt, why can't we? What's the difference? Ooh, we want to tear down Black Lives Matter. Now, I personally don't support Black Lives Matter. It's not an organization that I support. I support the sentiment, not the organization. But I didn't lose any sleep over what they did. Now, if we're gonna speak, if we're gonna put this in a vacuum, that's trash. Like you're using black hurt to get paid and get rich, and you're capitalizing off of it. Yeah, that's terrible. And you and God and whoever else you want to talk to, y'all can go handle that. Like I have no dog in this fight here. But as a person with a podcast, I'll say, I mean, shit, good on them. They came up. More rich black people in America. Maybe that makes a difference. But I think for the ones who like are shocked and appalled by this, reporting it as if it's not common with nonprofits, I think you should pull your head out of the sand a little bit and live and understand what's happening out here in this big bad world. That's not that's not inside your echo chamber, that's not inside your algorithm because it's happening everywhere. And if you're here to just tear down a positive black organization, I would ask what are you actually doing here, you BS black blog? Because I'm convinced too. I'm convinced these blogs are financed by anti-black people, and they incentivize them putting out negative black propaganda. Like I truly believe that, because I go, there is nothing good coming from this. I won't say nothing. Very little good coming from it. I mean, these are the people who are reporting Kevin Samuels is dead before his mother knew. Hey, shoot a courtesy, like get if you got that information, you can get the family's number. And as a media member, if you got that big story, I mean, yeah, you can drop it. But at what point is the big story more important than humanity? I ask, who protects black people, but at what point is your cause more important than humanity? Because if we get down to the bare bones of things, if we're just humane people to those that we encounter, we wouldn't need locks on our doors. We wouldn't need bank accounts. We wouldn't need guns and knives. I mean, maybe knives because knives do have a practical application. I mean, guns do too for getting animals. But still, there's so many. The world would be so much more safe. Maybe we'd have just Wi-Fi everywhere. I don't know. I just think that it all boils down to humanity. But who protects black people?